For the first time in 6 years, Safaricom, East Africa's largest company in terms of profits, ended the year with less than 6 billion Kenya shillings in its bank account. Safaricom's financial figures released last week showed that the mobile phone services provider had 5.96 billion Kenya shillings in cash. This amount of cash is enough to support 76,000 university students who joined public university last year in their first and second year. For a company that has over the years piled up its cash, the fact that it is holding much less cash is a pointer to many things, especially given the fact that most of the tech companies like Apple are holding much more cash in their bank accounts. The last time Safaricom had sub 6 billion figures in its account was 2011. It had been investing a lot in the infrastructure for its mobile money transfer service, M-Pesa, whose profits had been growing year on year. After 2011, Safaricom started holding on to more cash and borrowing heavily, fattening its account and investing in its 4G network. Now, with the infrastructure laid, Safaricom does not need to hold on to so much cash. Here's why. Safaricom made its first 100 billion Kenya shillings in revenue in 2012, 15 years after it was founded in 1997. It has just made 200 billion Kenya shillings this year, meaning that Safaricom earned an extra 100 billion Kenya shillings, 3 times faster than it earned its first 100 billion.
There are so many opportunities that are available, and from what they're planning in terms of innovation and what we've been seeing them doing, because I think the number one aspect is looking at the need, a problem, and then coming up with a solution. I would say M-Pesa one, for me it offers so many opportunities. If you look at it like Lipa na M-Pesa, I feel that it's still not at the maximum. The latest introduction of the tap, I mean, that again makes it easy and it's convenient for every consumer. So once they're done with the pilot phase, we should see now much more volumes because again, I think Kenyans just like the easier way.
So what Kenya is seeing now is the shedding of Safaricom's identity as just a mobile service provider and stepping into a world where it can be all things to everyone. By ensuring that it can facilitate every single transaction in the country through its mobile phone service of M-Pesa, Safaricom is learning more about you. This data will not only help the company improve its customer experience, but also provide information for which Safaricom will use to mine data to make more money. If Safaricom is going to make 300 billion Kenya shillings in the next 1.5 years, this is probably how it will do it. Not by staying just as a mobile phone service provider. As of January 2016, Safaricom had 4,500 schools enrolled on the Lipa Karo na M-Pesa program. Kenya's average population growth rate is 1 million babies per year, meaning that more and more parents will be putting their kids in private schools, and more of them will be using M-Pesa to pay school fees. That is a basic example of what Safaricom can do. Think of that one example in terms of how the company is learning from you. It knows whether you pay school fees on time or not, and could come up with a financial product for school fees. It can offer you the most up-to-date ranking of schools in terms of fees. It can tell the fastest growing kind of schools and help educationists make smarter choices. In short, Safaricom can move from being a tool to your financial advisor, all for a price. It's no wonder that Safaricom is investing in data analytics so that they can learn even more about you and become a part of every single transaction you make.